who you are and why are you here?
This is the man that attempted to assassinate the American president today on September the 15th. This is actually the Ides of September. Beware the Ides of March, the 15th day of March. This is the 15th day of September, 2 days before the high holy Sabbath of Yom Teruah is to begin, the seventh month on the Hebrew calendar. This is the man, and I'm about to play you a video from him. Now, he has been scrubbed all over the internet. You can't find him now on X or Facebook. I was able to get this video of him before they scrubbed him, but he's gone now. He's disappeared from the face of the earth. So right now, why don't you, I'm fixing to play the video for you. While I'm getting ready to do that, I'll explain what happened today real quickly, and then I'm going to break this video down. I'm going to expose, if you have children, young people, that you would like me to educate them on what liberalism, wokeism, socialism, communism, fashion, what it all sounds like, and what cue words to listen for, then go ahead and gather them around the camera now. I'm going to play the video and I'm going to narrate what he says, because I want to use this as an education opportunity to show you that liberalism is a mental disease. And I want to show you through this shooter here how they think, how they talk, so that you can know what to look for. So if you don't mind, let's hit the share button right now on Facebook, YouTube. By the way, you can download our app right now. Watch us live there. Go download First Harvest Ministries. It's on Android or Apple. Android or Apple. First Harvest Ministries. It's right there on your screen to know what to look for. If you don't want to lose us, get the app and you'll get notifications every time we go live. Okay? Or we're on Roku. Just look for First Harvest Ministries on Roku. Or you can go and subscribe to our channel free of charge, which is fhtv.tv. All right, so here we go. Let's, right there, fhtv.tv. You can go subscribe there, get on our email list, all that good stuff. Today, in the state of Florida, thank God it was Florida, because now that's under the purview of Ron DeSantis, and I can promise you there will be an investigation in Florida. What happened today? Briefly, some way, somehow, at the last minute, Donald Trump chose to play golf. It was not planned, according to all news sources that I'm hearing from. It was not announced. It was a last-minute decision. Somehow, this man knew about that last-minute decision. Somehow, he knew the schedule of the American president. Yes, that's who Donald Trump is, the American president, legitimate, true. This man knew that schedule. He brought an AK-47, a death machine, a gun that is able to shoot a moving target with no problem, much less someone playing golf. Not only did he bring a gun today, he brought a GoPro camera. It was installed on the fence, ready to go live and show the death of America's legitimate president. Yes, this is the second attempt in 9 weeks. The second attempt. The second failed attempt. Currently, Donald Trump is now 2.0. 2 points for Trump, 0 points for the deep state. Continue to pray for our president. They are so desperate. They understand they cannot stop him at the poll this time. They understand he's going to win. They know it. Or they wouldn't be sending their death agents to wipe him out. But something happened right when he went to shoot the American president today. The Secret Service evidently learned from their last fiasco. They did not wait for him to shoot this time. The Secret Service agent, from what I'm understanding, saw the barrel of the gun pointed through the fence and shot at this man on your screen, Mr. Roach. I believe that's his name, something like that. It be that as it may. Now, let me show you the great, great miracle that happened. When he shot Mr. Roach got in his vehicle and drove off. That was his getaway vehicle. In many cases like that, they drive off into the blue yonder, never to be heard from again, never to be found. I mean, still, we're looking, right, for many other assassination attempts. So this man was prepared to murder. He had a getaway car. Just so happens that a citizen just happened to take a picture of this man as well as his car tag. Once word got out what happened, this citizen said, "Oh God, that's the man I saw, probably." So he called the sheriff's department, sent them the man's tag number, the man's picture. They were able to catch him immediately because, again, another angel of the Lord, the Secret Service of heaven, intervened and caught this man quickly. Now, I'm going to play the video. Hopefully you've gathered your children around. Hopefully you're ready to listen. What I want to do with this video, I want to educate you. I want to show you how liberalism thinks so that you can know what to look for. So here we are. This man, Mr. Roach, I know that's not his name, guys, but it's my name for him. Mr. Roach, that likes to smoke too much weed, it looks like, is in Ukraine in this video. He is in the nation of Ukraine, part of their military organization. He's from the United States, Hawaii, I believe, or at least was living in Hawaii at the time, throughout his citizenship. But in this video, he is in Ukraine. Evidently, he is being interviewed by a Ukrainian radio station. They're asking him, "Why are you here as an American?" Now, I'll let you listen, and I will interject as I educate you on his verbiage.
56. From the U.S., from North Carolina originally, so live in Hawaii now, so flew all the way from Hawaii.
So he's originally from North Carolina, lives in Hawaii, but is currently in Ukraine at this time, which was in 2022.
Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, any movie we've ever watched.
And what happened today in Florida he was right. It is good versus evil.
This is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and take care of one another. And it's just a matter of, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world.
We need to stand up for taking care of each other. I want you to notice when you begin to talk to a liberal, you're going to hear this sweetness, this softness. They're not mean like we are, the conservatives. They're not harsh or brash. They're very sweet, tender, loving, kind. Oh, yeah, okay. And they care about humanity. Now, this man is telling you that he's there to protect taking care of one another. And yet he pulls out a weapon of mass destruction today to show you that it's all talk. The only thing they care about is if you agree with them. If you choose not to, you become the enemy, and that sweetness that you see on your screen will turn into death.
Just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that
we're kind and we're caring, unless we show up at your golf club to kill you.
Take care of one another and that the world is united so that we feed each other. And
listen to what he just said. We want to live in this world united. You're about to hear globalism. You're going to find his sickness is deep. Globalism at its finest. They hate the message of MAGA, Make America Great Again. Make America first.
And make sure that we all move forward as one collective whole.
But we're not one collective whole, sir. We're separate nations. Do y'all hear the liberalism? He wants us to move forward as one collective whole. And there's only one man standing in the way of that collective whole. Donald Trump doesn't believe in the collective whole. Donald Trump believes God separated the nations, and those nations must look out for their own best interests, not the collective whole.
Unit. So, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and we enjoy the successes of other countries that are doing good, and we all work together. And for some
we all work together.
reason, Russia does not grasp this concept that we're all one unit, and we have to get along and work together.
We care so much about people. We only shoot you. We only try to kill you if you don't buy into what we're selling.
And be normal human beings. This is
He wants us to be normal human beings.
2022. We have to work together. It seems asinine that we have a leader in a country that.
Here it comes. It seems asinine that we have a leader in our country that wants to put America first instead of Ukraine, instead of the world.
Does not understand the concept of being unselfish and being generous and being kind and just the basic moral values that are required by human.
They're so moral. He is so moral. He's lecturing Donald Trump on morality. This man, that hides in the bushes and bang, bang, bang people. He wants to teach Trump to be more moral, more caring. We cannot have a president, he says, that doesn't understand America's not first. A president that doesn't understand we're a collective whole. But, he says we're kind and uncaring. Does he know how many billions of dollars my tax money has sent to Ukraine? He would know if he wouldn't have spent his tax money on the weed he's smoking.
Human beings these days. It blows my mind.
And what are you doing here in Ukraine?
My initial goal was to come and fight. I think, everybody around the globe should be motivated to come here and support the Ukrainians and support the army, no matter what gender, age, anything. Everybody should be here supporting the army. But
so he wants me and you as Americans to leave our comfortable lives. He hates our comfortable life. And let's all go to Ukraine and fight.
I'm 56, so initially they were like, well, I have no military experience. So they're like, you're not an ideal candidate. So they said, not right this minute. So plan B was to come here to Kyiv and promote getting more people here. We need thousands and thousands and thousands of people here fighting with the Ukrainians. We need, we've got 190 countries around the world, and we need thousands from all of them. If the governments will not send their official military, then we civilians have to pick up the torch and make this thing happen.
And he did pick up the torch. He did it today. If Donald Trump's not going to be a globalist, we have to pick up the torch and wake him up.
And we've gotten some wonderful people here, but it's a small fraction of the number that should be here. If we have 5,000, to 10,000 people here fighting, that is just a minuscule amount of the 5 billion people on the globe. We need everyone here fighting. That's why I'm in Kyiv. So every project that I promote is about getting people here to support the Ukrainians. We were at a critical juncture in this war where we are sitting on the fence as far as whether good or evil is going to win. Right now we're looking at a situation.
He just told you what I've been teaching you for years, good or evil. When I tell you this is no longer left, right, blue, red, this is good or evil. Even he knows we are in a war of good and evil.
Where the world is waning and it's thinking that this is important or not. And we're at a point where, all right, are we going to stand for humanity, for human rights, for everything that is good with the world? Or are we just going to ignore it?
Or are we going to ignore it and just make America great?
If everybody is complacent and doesn't join this fight, then guess who's going to win? It might take 10 years, but we're going to lose this battle if everyone around the globe does not stop what they're doing.
Listen to what he just said. If you and I don't stop what we're doing, stop. Quit living your life. Quit trying to succeed. Put on militia gear and go to Ukraine.
get off the couch and come to Ukraine and defend the human rights of everyone around the globe.
Get off your couch. Americans, you bunch of people that believe in capitalism with all the money in your, get off your couch, come fight another man's war.
This is the most important thing going on in the world today.
Hardly.
So sitting around and letting life go on as normal and complaining about gas prices.
Now we're going to show you what socialism looks like. Here, he's going to tell you who he is. Instead of you and I sitting around complaining about gas prices and grocery prices, instead of being worried about your family's survival, become a globalist. Become bigger in our thinking. Forget that the Bible says if a man doesn't work for provide for his own house, forget your house. Come out here and fight in another man's house.
And complaining about, your luxury life.
Your luxury life. You'll hear it every time a liberal speaks. You'll hear the class warfare. Our luxury life when we could be over there fighting.
In whatever country you live in is unacceptable. As human beings, we must support each other. We cannot turn our backs on anyone around the world and expect the problem to go away.
The problem has been there, sir, for generations. With Crimea, Ukraine, Russia, that is a war as old as the USSR. We didn't start the war. It's not our job to end it.
So I've been dealing with Russia for my entire life,
You've been dealing with Russia your entire life? And Russia endorsed Kamala Harris last week, and you've been dealing with Russia your entire life. Okay, got it.
We had one period where it was okay.
Now, he just said we had one period with Russia when it was okay. Can I remind you, sir, of when that period was? Shall I? Under the presidency of Donald John Trump.
But now we've let it slip back in.
Now they let it slip back. Who is they? The very people that's in the White House. They let it slip back. You so pitiful. Man, you're so pitiful.
Into terrorism. So it's just the world needs to respond. Why world leaders are not sending military is beyond me.
It shouldn't be beyond you, sir. It'd be like us sending military to Iran. That war's as old as the hills, too.
We're going to have to elect new leaders the next go-around that have a backbone.
We need leaders the next go-round that has backbone. So I'm going to go get rid of that one leader that really has a backbone for America, and we're going to keep the leaders that have a backbone for the United Nations and the world.
And have the fortitude to say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this type of behavior. This type of behavior is unacceptable.
About like Trump when he was on the phone with Ukraine trying to root out corruption. That kind of a leader? Gotcha.
Anywhere, any place, So it's totally unacceptable. And why people are not responding, I do not know.
What impressed you the most since you are here?
My trip to Irpin was pretty emotional. So, going and seeing the buildings that were burned and destroyed and things of that nature. I think more emotional for me is just talking to the guys that have come here. When you talk to a 20-year-old guy that sold everything.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Those liberal tears, that liberal love. Here it comes. Watch it. You're fixing to watch the man that tried to kill God's servant today. Here comes the tears. He just wants love. He wants to just love everybody. Unless they don't agree with him.
To come here and fight.
Come here to fight. I love peace, but I want you to come here and fight because I'm a lying loser liberal that has a mental disease that can only be fixed with a dose of conservatism.
That is heroism. He's coming here to
lay off the weed, dude.
Risk his life for humanity, for the Ukrainians. Guys that sell everything they own to come here and support the Ukrainians while others sit at home and
here comes the socialism while others sit at home
and do nothing.
We do nothing. We just get up and go to work every day. We just get up and we pay our bills, we pay our debts. That's all we do. But
it's totally mind-blowing.
I agree. And I can tell
how we have this divide of people that are selfless and courageous and wonderful and willing to sell everything they own.
Thank you. I was wondering when the communism would come in. Thank you. Hiding your liberalism, your woke. He wants us to sell everything we own. Sell it all. Get rid of you bunch of capitalists. They hate Donald Trump because he believes in success of the American people.
To come here and support, keep people from getting killed, to shelter kids and protect Ukrainians, and others that just, want to sit at home and not. It's just, it's an indictment of our entire human society.
It's an indictment of our human society that you all are not in militia gear over in Ukraine right now.
To say, hey, where do we stand? Do we stand for
We stand for America, my friend. We stand for the United States of America, her success. We stand for our children to live in the greatest land of opportunity in the whole world so that they don't have to live in a nation like Ukraine and Russia and those nations that are always at war.
Good. Or do we just not care? I mean, does the world not care? That's the feeling that I wrestle with every day in my interactions with everybody. Every one of us is responsible for the outcome of this war. Everyone.
No, I'm not, sir. That's called globalism. I'm not responsible for the outcome of a Ukrainian war. No, I'm not. No, sir. I'm sorry. You're wrong. You're very wrong.
One of us, by our actions and what we do. And, when I call back home and say, hey, I need $5 so I can...
Now you're fixing to see the victim mentality in the liberal woke mind. Watch carefully. Watch carefully. He's over there giving up his life. He calls home for $5 to help buy him some more weed today so he can go fight in a war that's not his. And we Americans don't give him the $5. Here comes the victim mentality.
Puts enough money together to get a vest for a Ukrainian, and I get no response.
I get no response. They're not supporting me. Why do they? Look, the world is a village. No, it's not.
I'm like, I'm not sure that the world is as wonderful as I once thought it was.
You helped make it more wonderful today.
I had thought that everyone would respond, very generously and unselfishly.
Did you hear the problem? He tried to kill your president today because we didn't respond generously and send him $5 for his woke war. That's what he's mad about, that we're not sending him money and financing his battle.
Selfishly and
Oh, we're selfish. Did you hear it? You and our capitalists, we're selfish that we're not sending him $5 to go. The dude needs to be at home working on an assembly line, making his own $5 low-down dollars. And if you need help making money, sir, I could have hooked you up.
You don't have to come, but, if I ask for $5 to buy a vest to save you.
If I ask for $5, how dare you not support me because I don't have a job? I'm at mama's. I still live on the couch in Hawaii smoking the reefer weed on the ocean waves.
Ukrainian life, it seems like that would be a no-brainer, but I increasingly get more disappointed in.
He's more disappointed in you capitalists that y'all will not send him $5.
In humanity, and I'm beginning to question whether or not we're going to end up on the right side of this equation.
So you are working with the International Legion.
Yes.
And you are trying to convince people to help, to donate.
You're trying to get these people to donate?
And to join?
Yeah.
Yes, faith over fear. This is Donald Trump's assassin.
My final question is, what would you say to the people in order to convince them to join?
I wonder if Dog the Bounty Hunter is looking for him. He did live in Hawaii. I bet Dog is looking for him. I bet that's why he's in Ukraine. I bet he's running from Dog and Beth.
The International Legion, or to donate for it, or to be involved in the humanitarian aid to Ukraine.
Right. It's just extremely important, the whole thing. As far as joining the military, yes, if you have some military experience or know people with military experience, encouraging them to come and fight. We have units all over the place.
Anybody want to sign up? What about you, Faith Over Fear? Vicky Yowie, Mr. Beautiful, Roe, Ellen Ferris. Come on, let's go.
So, there were some leadership issues initially, but we've got so many units available to us: Georgian, Crimean, Ukrainian, Territorial Defense, Foreign Legion. We have, so many paramilitary groups. I put a 74-year-old Japanese guy in the unit.
He put a 74-year-old Japanese guy in the war.
So, we have girls in units. So we have two.
You're right, Irene Walker. Beth did pass away. I totally forgot about that.
Two girls that are in the unit up the street.
He's got two girls fighting right up the street.
So any gender, any age, any skill.
Any gender, no gender, bi gender, tri-gender, go gender, y'all all come.
Level to no skill level. But yeah, if you want to fight, come here and see me.
Yeah, come see him. Don't he look like somebody you want to fight with? Go see him. Go see him.
I'll put you in a unit so you can go fight.
I'll put you in a unit so you can go fight. Okay. I think I'll pass. That's a hard no for me.
But regardless of that, we should have thousands upon thousands of people standing here with the Ukrainians.
I agree. Why are y'all not going? Mr. Beautiful, get over there. Jackie Dayberry, go.
This Maiden Square, Independence Square, we should have millions of people in this square, filling the square from every country around the world. And why we don't, I don't understand. I'm here every day with all the flags from all the supporting countries, with the memorials for the people that have died. And, I've had several people come, but just a handful.
I've had several people come, but just a handful. That sounds like some pastor that says he's got thousands, but you show up and there's 20 people in the church.
So it blows my mind that I'm standing here alone without thousands of people
It blows his mind that y'all are not over there.
From every country, from Asia, from Africa.
Hold on. I got some people we can send you. Hold on. Hey, down at the southern border, hold on. We got some folks for you. We're going to send them over.
Africa, from Australia, from Canada, from everywhere in South America, every place.
Europe.
Europe, everywhere. We need everybody here.
Everybody.
If you have no skills, just come.
Come.
We need to be cheerleaders.
We got to do it.
Being here and saying, hey, I support the Ukrainians, and I support human rights, and I support good and generosity and caring and kindness.
Kindness, generous, caring. That's what he supports. While he's pulling a trigger, that's the end of the interview. While he's ready to pull a trigger to kill the president of the United States because he supports generous, kind. Liberals love the word caring. They love the word generous. And they love the word inclusive. It just don't include you. They love the word open-minded until you speak your mind. Then you'll find out they've got AK-47s waiting on you. They'll take you off of YouTube. They'll take you off Facebook. I wanted to play that for you because I wanted you to see the mindset that tried to kill the American president today. At the core of it all is the hate of America. You listen to me. There's only one group of people on the face of the earth that's known as MAGA, and it's people that believe in the original America. America of capitalism, the home of the free, the land of the brave. We are those people. We are those people. And Donald Trump is the leader of that people. He's hated by hell because hell has a plan for America. But Yah does as well. And he always raises up a man to implement his plan, to hold back his hand. So many people have tried to convince me God's through with America. God's getting ready to destroy America. Oh, don't ever tell me that. Because if he was, he wouldn't be raising up a man to stop God from doing what God should do to America. Oh, America deserves it. But every time God said he was going to destroy Israel, he would raise up a man to stop him. That's exactly what's happened here. America, your days are not over. America, you're going to be part of the final harvest. America, you have been prophesied to by the man of God, Kim Clement. You've been told by this ministry who you are. Your best days are ahead of you, America. Oh, brothers and sisters, our president today was spared death one more time, supernaturally, by the providential hand of God. Like my friend and my mother in the Lord, Sister Ruth Ward Heflin, would always say, I ask for America. I'm calling on every one of you tonight. It is your prayers that causes God's will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. And as you continue to hold up President Trump in prayer, you are manifesting the will of God on earth as it is in heaven. Continue to pray. Never slack up. What happened today was not because of a secret service, but an ultra secret service, one unseen by the human eyes, but yet one that is always involved in the inner workings of the plans of God. Thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, we're getting ready for the Feast of Tabernacles, October the 2nd through the 6th, Lake Gunnersville, Alabama. You can still register free of charge. Simply go to registerfortabernacles.com. Let me see if I can throw you a QR code up here. There it is right there. Click on it. Go register October the 2nd through the 6th. We'll be preaching, singing, celebrating the soon coming of the Lord, Yeshua the Messiah. Thank you for watching tonight. Yahweh bless you and keep you. That's my prayer.
Not for riches. I ask not for fame. I ask for the nations in Jesus' name. I ask for America. I call her by name. I present her to the Father in Jesus' name. I ask for America. I call her by name. I present her to the Father in Jesus' name. With the congregation sing, I ask for America. I ask for